I don't know if that's a good choice.
Maybe. Maybe.
All right, ready to go?
Yes.
Going live.
Oh, how creepy.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Torn Tuesday. It's Tuesday.
Oh.
That is Hannah over there.
Hey,
That way.
I'm right here.
You're right there.
Unless,
Where
I'm
is
dragged around on the screen.
where is
That's
here? Is it Middle Earth? Is it Gondor?
um well, you see, being a hobbit, um I would say the Shire, which actually, fun fact, I do live in the hills. So yeah, I'm gonna say right next to Bag End. Or under Bag End, I should say. Yeah.
Under Bag End.
Yeah.
I'm
In
in
the base.
I'm amongst Gollum. I'm in the cave with Gollum here in the background here. But this is your weekly dose of all things Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. We do this every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Pacific from Los Angeles. And today we want to talk about the Tolkien gift guide that we recently published, and maybe talk about some merch and things that we want to see in the future. Now that now
Maybe some merch. Maybe.
well, Amazon just acquired the rights to Lord of the Rings, so they can sell anything, can't they?
Yeah, I mean, I guess they could. I'm sorry. I'm just like thinking now. I'm like, oh man, anything,
Anything. I'm seeing so many
anything.
people of our regular viewers jumping in the chat. Hi, Stephanie, Aravandi. Hello. I
Hola.
see Kaylin Griffin and Jeff and Richard and Jared. Jared is coming right out of the gate. Says they should make a Lord of the Ring theme park, each individual place like the Shire and Rohan
Exactly.
and
Like a
Mordor.
Disneyland, but like not okay, not like a Disneyland, but like the concept of like Tomorrowland, uh, Fantasyland. I don't know. One place could be like Doggle Door, and that's with the daycare.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
I think we've had this
yeah.
conversation a few times, and every time over the last 6 years since we've been doing this show about what would a theme park look like, and I think Cliff was sent a hand drawn map of one of our last discussions, so
Yeah.
I should totally try to find that. I see Josh Rubenstein just joined the show. He was the host of the Torn Book Club, and always a wonderful, well read person, not like me. I like movies.
Oh, stop. Stop.
I'm looking at the chat room, and everyone is saying hi, Justin. Period. Hi, Hannah!
Wow. I
Exclamation
feel
point.
so
You're getting all these exclamation points, and I just get a period.
because I'm Hannah. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Because it's because I'm Hannah. It's fine. It's okay.
You know, it's
At least I'm not the Iron Fist.
the
All right.
Iron Fist. It's funny. We Cliff and I were just reflecting on years past this week, and you came into the fold of OneRing.net because you were in line, camped out on the streets of
Oh.
Hollywood, uh, trying to get autographs
Oh
on the
no.
streets of Hollywood,
Yeah.
which is very similar to how Cliff met me. Cliff met me when I was in line for the Two Towers in
Uh-huh.
Hollywood on Hollywood Boulevard, and Cliff showed up with a camera in my face, and
Oh yeah, for ringers.
I ended up being in his documentary Ringers Lord of the Fans. So that was the first time I had met Cliff, was on the streets of Hollywood with a camera in my face. So, and you had a very similar
That's kind of
experience.
funny how things come full circle. Wow. That's I didn't even think about that. I think a funny story. I think I watched Ringers, um, and before I met you guys, I like, oh my gosh, I I'm trying to think how to explain it. Like, I was just like a really, really big fan of the show and like One Ring in general. And I was like, oh my gosh, there's Justin Cliff. And now I'm just kind of thinking about that now. I'm like, wow, if, if only, if only.
It's funny. Kelly and I were having a similar conversation because she started watching the show when we were road tripping, and she became such a big fan of the show that she mailed Cliff and I watercolor paintings of ourselves. So I have paintings made by Kelly Rice, and next thing the forces of nature got her a job at Weta, and now she's like a published author, and her book's on our Tolkien gift guide this year because it's one of the coolest things I've ever seen published
Yeah.
about the movies.
Hmm.
So did you hear the big news? Before we get into it, huge news today in Hollywood.
I'm scared. What is it? I have not heard. If it's today.
Marvel has announced that they're going to start a fictional podcast from the perspective of
Oh,
Wolverine.
yes, I know this. My love. He's in it. He's going to be voicing Wolverine.
Who's your love?
Richard Armitage.
Thorin himself is going
Yes.
to be Wolverine on iTunes.
It's gonna be beautiful.
Did you see Richard Armitage's voice in the Castlevania anime on Netflix?
Yes. It's so okay. I just want to say something. I used to really like anime, like really, really like anime. I don't really like anime anymore, except for like Studio Ghibli stuff. But it was just really, 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 really weird to see him in an anime. Like him and Graham McTavish's voice in anime. I don't know. To me, it was kind of off-putting, but they did a really good job. It was just kind of like seeing Danny DeVito as Natalie Portman's role in The Black Swan.
Yeah, totally.
That was a horrible analogy.
We're getting text messages on the hotline. Again, the number should be scrolling at the bottom, saying, I saw that story earlier today, but it didn't make sense to a leisurely fan. Thanks for the clarification. Yeah, that's what I thought. I read the press release from Marvel today, and it's like, hey, we're doing a podcast, and it's going to be multiple episodes, and then Richard Armitage. Like, it wasn't like written very well, the press release. Like there wasn't one sentence that says Richard Armitage, star of The Hobbit, is the voice of Wolverine in the new podcast. You kind of had to like read it 2 or 3 times to understand what's going on. But after I saw Castlevania on Netflix and Richard Armitage taking his turn as Simon Belmont, I am excited for this. He has a voice that I could listen to in my sleep.
Hey, he's already done audiobooks. He's done like David Copperfield. Personally, my favorite that he's done. He's done love poems, and he's done Hamlet as well. And he did another one. I'm blanking out though.
Yeah. Everyone considers like the best voice in Lord of the Rings is Christopher Lee, and then Ian McKellen. But I tell you, Richard Armitage, if you just close your eyes and listen to his voice, you can just drift into wherever he wants to take you.
Oh man, you could just... Never mind, I'm not going to finish that thought.
Hey, Caroline Bradley says, hi, Justin. Hi, Hannah. Hi, everyone. Hello. What did you think of Natalie Portman as Jackie Kennedy? I haven't watched that movie yet.
I don't even know what... I don't know what...
It was a movie that came out this year. I don't know if it's going to get nominated for anything. The Oscar nominations are coming up in a few weeks, and I'm really hoping that this is Andy Serkis's year.
Yeah, I really hope so. I mean, like, a multitude of years could have been his year, but you know,
Yeah.
ho- hopefully this year, fingers crossed, he'll get the nomination, get the win, make a touching speech.
And not just a visual effects Oscar, like an acting Oscar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there's been some amazing performances this year, but I tell you, Andy Serkis in Planet of the Apes was an emotional man. It took you through all the emotions, and it was so nuanced and heroic, and there was so much going on in that movie. And I've seen a lot of Twitter arguments, as that's the only reason Twitter exists, is to argue
Oh,
that
yeah,
if you're going to nominate Andy Serkis for an Oscar, uh,
yeah.
you have to nominate all of his visual effects artists. I'm like, nah, that doesn't. It's not the same.
Well, I mean, it is, but it's not. If you get what I'm saying, like it's still technically acting, but like I could see where they're coming from. It was saying it's like visual effects because yeah, it is CG, but technically he is acting, and he's like, doing what other actors would do, but he's covered in a gimp suit and like
Yeah.
covered dots and balls and.
Oh, we're getting a call on Skype. Let me see who it is.
I think
I meant to group her. Hello.
Hi.
How's it going?
It's going good.
Did I hang up on the other thing?
Yeah, I think you did. Do you not? Hang on.
I pressed the wrong button.
I think I got this. Is it? Wait,
hold
it's
on.
Fire Drake, isn't it?
No.
Oh crap. Oh.
Hold on.
Oh. Hello?
Wait. We're grouping people in.
yeah, there we go.
Hi.
Hey.
Welcome to the show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Why are you laughing?
you got
What is so-
you got DC, and I was the star of the show for a second, Hannah.
Wow, you hijacked us.
My name
Thanks,
is Spirit Book 65, and I'm calling from Canada, the great land of the Great North.
You're calling from Canada?
Yeah, Canada. It's like Canada, but instead of the last A, you had an I before the last A. So it's Canada.
Whoa, how cold is it right now?
It is, let's not talk about that.
Oh no. Oh no.
Cold enough, unfortunately.
Here I thought I was cold.
Yeah.
It doesn't look cold. Your camera is so orange. It's like you're in the fires of Moria. Not even Moria.
That's how he's keeping himself warm.
Yeah.
That's how he's keeping himself warm.
It's like roasting chestnuts over an open fire. Yeah, that. Yeah.
Hey, you joined at just the right time. We were just talking about the voice acting of Richard Armitage, and we got a text message saying Richard would be awesome as the alchemist. Speaking of anime, Jeremy Irons crushed it, but Armitage would be amazing all in his own. Do you watch a lot of anime?
I do indeed, yes. Hannah, what's wrong with anime?
Nothing is wrong with anime. Okay, look, I love Studio Ghibli, like, a lot, but, like, anime, I don't know.
What's wrong?
I don't like it anymore.
What's wrong with two people, like, standing next to each other and just shouting at each other? There's nothing wrong with that.
'Cause then, I don't know.
That's basically Twitter. People just, like, yelling at each other non-stop, and then the conversation stops for no reason.
No, I'm just kidding.
Twitter anime. Oh god, that would be great.
Twitter. Oh my god,
God,
how scary would that be? Twitter anime. They're like the gasp shock.
The exclamation mark and the
Yeah.
Sweat rolling down.
Hey, did you guys watch the Netflix anime Neo Yokio?
I don't have Netflix.
What's
And-
wrong with you?
Right? I don't know.
What is wrong with you?
Do you have
My
Amazon
Lord.
Prime so you can watch the new Lord of the Rings series?
No.
What's wrong with you?
It's on my
How
bucket
are
list.
you watching Castlevania and how are you watching
I'm-
Stranger Things?
I'm not watching that. That's the problem.
I'm gonna sit here and just cry now. No, you guys are gonna be talking. I'm just gonna sit here. Like, if this was like an emotional thing, or not an emotional. No. If this was like a movie, the camera just panned to my face, and I just go.
just like Justin and I talking, just the occasional.
Yeah, you just hear it.
Look,
Why?
the Netflix show Neo Yokio, the anime, is as close to a Twitter anime as you can get. It's created by Ezra Koenig, who's that guy that had that band that one time, and it's just it's so weird,
Oh man.
but it's amazing.
That guy with that band that one time in
Yeah.
the place.
If you look up
That's the
Ezra
thing.
Koenig,
Now it is froze.
he was in a.
Oh
band.
no.
We can hear you.
Yeah, you're good.
Ah,
Oh yeah, there you go. Now we can.
There we
now
go.
We can see you.
it froze.
Hey, so Spirit Book. Let me ask you, Andy Serkis, Oscar nominee Andy Serkis, as we hope. Like people are arguing that if you're going to nominate Andy Serkis, you got to nominate all the texture artists and the lighting model, and like all the visual effects people that took his performance and made it into an ape. My argument is those texture artists, those visual effects artists that actually made the ape, are the equivalent of the costume designer and the lighting director and the cinematographer and the makeup artist. You know, if Ron Perlman got nominated for an award for Hellboy, you know, it's a separate award to get makeup that made him look like Hellboy. And I think the same applies to Andy Serkis. His performance is Oscar worthy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that's a fair argument. Yeah. I think I think I can agree to that. I don't have much to say to that, but yeah, I think I can agree with it.
Did you watch have you seen all three Apes movies?
No, I haven't.
Oh,
You want to know why?
dang. Why?
Because I don't have Netflix.
It's not even on Netflix, you
Oh, it's
fool.
not? Oh, feels bad.
Oh, you're a fool.
Man,
I am.
Hey, you are.
I mean, if I had Netflix, I would know it wasn't there.
So you're the one that's buying all the
God.
Blu-rays.
Mostly, yes. Yeah, I think that's every Christmas. It's always, oh, I'll have this movie.
So
or
you
that
haven't
movie, or-
seen Sean Astin in Stranger Things 2?
I've heard of it, but I haven't
You
seen
just
it.
said you didn't. Oh, you're making me depressed. You're making me sad.
I don't watch a lot of. I'm watching anime right now. Is what I'm watching. Which
Well,
is,
see, that's what's wrong. You're watching anime.
hey, don't
Hey.
insult my. I'm wearing a Dragon Ball like sweater right now.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
actually gonna take it off because it's hot. But like,
Oh, okay. I'm one to talk. I'm on a Tolkien show, and I decided to wear my Gryffindor shirt.
boo.
That's fine.
Hey, at least I'm not wearing Dragon Ball Z, dude.
Hey, we're
Dragon
getting
Ball Z.
a call on the hotline. Let's
Hey.
see who it is.
Oh man.
Hi, who's
A
calling?
4-party.
Hi, this is Brennan Marr calling from San Jose, California.
Hey, how's it going, San Jose? What brings you to the show today?
Hola.
Hello.
This discussion is utterly fascinating.
Do you think Andy Serkis deserves the Oscar for a CG character?
Well, if they don't give him an achievement award or a special honorary Oscar, I'm going to blow up the Academy, so you know.
You know, it's interesting that when Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs came out, they gave Walt Disney a special Oscar at the time for incredible achievement. So it's not beyond the Academy to give Andy a special award for his
I
achievement.
absolutely agree.
You know, there's been some new debate that all this discussion about Andy Serkis and all these articles about the history of motion capture, none of them mention Ahmed Best, the actor who performed Jar Jar Binks.
That's
Uh,
and I think that rightfully so. I don't want to sound insulting to Ahmed Best, but I don't think his performance as Jar Jar had the same impact as Andy Serkis' Gollum.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. He was, you know, he was first, but you know, they just really perfected it with Andy, and I think for his performance in Apes this year, you know, he should at least get nominated for an acting award, not just visual effects.
Yeah, and the less said about Jar Jar Binks, the better. But however, I will say that my biggest problem with Jar Jar was that he wasn't utilized in the story very well.
Yes.
He didn't do it. He didn't do anything.
Correct.
Whereas Gollum was utterly pivotal.
Yeah.
Gollum was utterly pivotal to the story.
In fact, you know, Gollum basically only shows up in the second and third movies, and the reverse happened with Jar Jar. He's got a full character arc in the first Star Wars film, and then he's relegated to nothing in the second and third Star Wars films. So they basically flipped. So.
Well, I don't know if you can call that a character arc.
Though, in episode 2, he was replaced in his bumbling stupidity by C-3PO. Which was a violation of one of our favorite characters from Star Wars.
Totally. Yeah, that was...
Yeah, but you know, I think that in many ways the Lord of the Rings trilogy is sort of the anti-Star Wars prequel trilogy.
Yeah. So, are you excited about the Amazon series coming out?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
When you freeze...
Absolutely. I am over the moon excited.
Become frozen.
That's great.
I'm interested to see what they do with it.
Yeah, and I think the technology and the price of fantasy filmmaking has come to a point where they could afford to do this, the Lord of the Rings quality filmmaking at a TV budget price.
Yeah, and if they could get Andy Serkis involved somehow, I'd be really
disagreed on my...
I think so too. That's a great point. I think I want to jump into the rest of the conversation on this, but I appreciate you calling today.
Oh, well, thank you very much, and I will be calling back. I love your show.
Thank you so much. Talk to you soon.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, he brought up a really good point that of all the people to be involved in the Lord of the Rings Amazon series, Andy Serkis should be at the top of the list. He not only as a character performer, but also as a director. I mean, the man's directing now.
Yeah. I mean, he was second unit director on The Hobbit as well. So
all 3 movies.
You know.
Yeah, he did a lot on The Hobbit.
Huh?
Yeah, Andy Serkis did a lot on The Hobbit. And it is you know, I think Andy Serkis understands the tone, and they should totally bring him on, even as a showrunner. Maybe Andy Serkis comes as a showrunner and kind of oversees production, but then each episode he gives out to different directors.
I think that's a good idea. Yeah,
that would be a really good idea.
That'd be Hey.
How much Gollum do you guys want to see in this new series?
Not a lot.
Really?
Like, enough that it's like, hey, he's that guy who's going to show up and it's like, oh, nostalgia. And then you don't see him because if he's there for too long, that nostalgia kind of goes, ooh.
Yeah. I think it depends on the storyline that they go with. Because, you know, if they're following, like, Elladan or Ellofree. I don't know how to speak anymore. I don't know how to speak, but you get what I'm saying. If they're following the twins, if they're following the twins, then you don't want Gollum going, "What's up, precious?" You know. Then that would be weird. That would just be weird. You would go, okay, what is he doing? What is he doing here?
Hey,
Nobody knows.
we're getting a bunch of people just joining the show. Again, my name's Justin. I'm your regular host of Torn Tuesday. Hannah's over on the other end, and in between us is Spirited Book.
I'm right in the middle of the sandwich.
Do you prefer to go by your online name or your real name?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm good with either or.
It's an interesting topic because if Cliff was here, he could expand on it more. But many people at the OneRing.net and in the community, Tolkien community, still go by their name, their online names. Like everyone, when we go to conventions, it's Quickbeam. It's not Cliff. It's Quickbeam. When we do panels, several of our panelists introduce themselves as their online name. So it's a curious thing. I don't have an online name. I'm just Justin.
Oh, Justin.
It's okay.
Feels
I don't
bad.
either. Really.
Hey, we'll get a couple people have asked, what's on your shirt, Hannah?
Oh, my shirt. Okay, so, I came from school and I wore my Gryffindor. I'm talking. No, I can't stop laughing. Thank you.
I missed you, Hannah. You're welcome.
No, it's Gryffindor. Yeah, because that's my house. Yes. Yeah. And now Justin was hiding because
there was a fight happening.
I'll rip you a new one. It's okay. Don't worry.
It's all love and happy family.
Yeah.
This is one of the first years that on our Tolkien gift guide, there's only one T-shirt on the list.
Aww.
And it's a Tree of Gondor T-shirt. It's very reminiscent of our Return of the King Oscar Party T-shirt, but because the Tree of Gondor just always looks the same.
It looks regal. You could go in, and you could go into work or school or a gas station. Just look at people in the eye. You have Tree of Gondor. Just go, I'm better than you.
Yeah. Hey, what do you have that's Tolkien? What's your favorite piece of merch, Spirited Book, that's Tolkien related?
Oh. Oh yeah.
I've been trumped. I've been trumped by the plush Gandalf. Oh,
yours is better though. Yours
is it? It's like
yours.
It's battle scarred Gandalf, and he's like, "You shall not pass."
I have a stick, but I have the wooden stick. You shall not pass.
I got a pencil.
That's no. Is it at least a pencil with the one ring on the end?
No, but I'm wearing my one ring.
Oh, see, there you
pink,
go.
Okay? It's pink. It's better.
Hey, whatever Gandalf did to your camera, it's suddenly not orange anymore. So Gandalf.
Oh my gosh, that's so true.
Gandalf just fixed your face.
Man, he healed you.
Gandalf is glory. He has saved this camera.
Hey, so let's talk a little bit about our Tolkien gift guide. I'm going to put it up on screen right now. Father Christmas is Tolkien wrote Father Christmas and illustrated many things about Father Christmas, and he does look like Santa Claus, doesn't he, with the red thing? But the first recommendation on our list is Middle Earth Script to Screen by Daniel Falconer and K.M. Rice. It's 500 pages. Can you believe that?
Okay.
Wow, why make product when you can read?
That's what's weird about the script to screen book. It's an amazing book on like all the details about the props and stuff, but is there some sort of weird feeling about now you're reading a book about a movie that was about a book?
What?
Like,
all right then.
Should it not? Like, Also,
Oh,
also on our
sure.
list is the Elven Earth Band by Badali Jewelry. Hannah, do you have any Badali jewelry pieces?
Yeah, I have like this necklace, and it goes down. It kind of looks like a gangster chain. That's why I can't wear it to school because I go to school. But um, but it's Smog's like hoard of treasure, and then it has like a little tiny Schmog around a Arkenstone. Yeah,
Tiny schmag.
Schmog. Yeah,
A small smog.
yeah.
Small,
That's the
small. And you know that
That's
Badali Jewelry has an official license with the Tolkien estate. So that this is official
Oh snap!
Lord of the Rings jewelry
Yeah, they can
that has been reviewed and approved by the heirs of J.R.R. Tolkien themselves.
This is like legit loot.
Legit.
Jeez.
Like, it's more legit than anything because it's totally official.
Labrit.
Another book on our gift list this year is the Atlas of Middle Earth. It's
Hey.
Have you seen that?
I think so. I think I own it. It's I don't know.
Do you own it?
I do own an Atlas of Middle Earth.
Go get it.
Wait, is it like the green one?
Oh.
Or the red one?
Yeah.
Or the brown one?
The brown
But
one.
Justin, I can't go get it
Why?
Why?
because I'm not at my home.
What?
Oh,
I thought you said you were calling from Canada.
I'm in California.
what? Where are you?
Ladies and gentlemen, I am in Oceanside, Canada. Or Canada, what?
Canada. What?
Hang on, my head's...
Hold on.
Wait, what happened?
I'm going to see. Oh, you said Oceanside? Give me a second. Hold on.
What's wrong with my headset? Hang on.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah, I'm in... Yeah, hi, how's it going?
Hi.
I'm at a hotel room.
In Oceanside, California?
My lord.
That is very
He's
close.
so bad. Oh, you're not that far away, dude. Before you go, we're gonna hang out.
I'm here till
We're going
this
to hang
Friday.
out.
Yeah, no. So Cliff and I already talked about it yesterday because I got to see him. We're gonna try and meet up, all four of us. I think is what the plan is.
When?
Yeah.
Ah!
I'm just gonna...
I'm gonna cry. Ah!
Justin, just like no, I'm out. Yeah, you guys got some sweet weather down here.
Yeah. Okay, I'm good. I'm good.
All good.
Are you good? You're good.
Justin, get back up here.
All right,
Baby.
you're good.
No. Baby.
Well, none of you have the Atlas of Middle Earth in your possession right now.
No, in my possession, no.
You don't carry it with you wherever you go.
To be honest, I don't think there's ever going to come a time where someone goes, I wonder how long it took Gandalf to go from X location to X location, and then reach into my back pocket. But can't reach into my back pocket because it's actually too big. So you have to reach into your secondary back pocket, pull it out, and go, I can show you!
Oh my gosh.
Also,
So you're telling me you don't do that on a normal basis? Then?
No, I do not.
No?
all right, let's keep going down our Tolkien gift guide. The next on our list is the Gandalf miniature figure from Weta Workshop. It retails.
Okay, like legit, I'm like still really like. So I'm not crazy, just as a heads up.
This is a great figure. It's $75.
What is it? It's the Gandalf. I'm going to look this up.
It's the Gandalf
It's
sitting
when he's
figure.
crouching down.
Oh, hang on. I found the gift guide. All right, I'm gonna look at this.
Yeah.
All right, the Gandalf. Oh, snap!
Doesn't that look good?
That actually does.
Yeah.
Oh, $74.99. That's not too bad. And so that's like metal and stuff.
Yeah, it's a real it's a sculpture, or it's made from an actual sculpture. It doesn't say who the artist is here, but the detail is wonderful. I really like it. And then going down, there's some more affordable things, like the Funko Pop Lord of the Rings Balrog.
Everyone needs their own Funko Balrog.
Have you?
Oh wait, okay. So the sculptor is Steven Sanders. It says.
Perfect.
Did you find it?
Yeah.
Steven
There you
Sanders.
go.
I don't know if we've met Steven at Comic-Con or anything like that.
Shout out to that guy.
Oh.
Yeah. Also on our list is the Elven Brooch by the Noble Collection. How do you say it? Brooch or Brooch?
The Elven Brooch. I don't know.
That's $95.
That's expensive.
Why is
man.
a brooch $95?
You can get an ancient
I
people
would not
for less.
spend that much.
Oh, it's sterling silver. That's why.
Oh, is it
I
like...
know that on Amazon you can get like the same exact elven brooch for like $3 or
I feel like this one's...
$5 or something.
I feel like this one's more jewelry-ish as opposed to like maybe cosplay-ish. So like you would normally buy one for like cosplay, like I'm Samwise Gamgee and
Now,
this is holding some like cloak together.
Look,
I bumped my wire.
You know, this is a good point you bring up, Hannah. That not just this elven brooch. A couple people in the chat room were also talking about the Badali jewelry. You know, they have cheaper versions of the One Ring and things like that. You know, you can get almost anything cheaper on Amazon or AliExpress. Like if you search for it, it's there. It doesn't last as much. Like,
well, I mean, it depends too.
Yeah,
like I've had my One Ring from Weta for like 6 years, but it's like almost silver now. So
yeah, that's the good thing about Badali Jewelry as a family-owned operation. If the gold ever rubs off on your One Ring, you can send it to them, and they'll re-gold it for you for free.
Huh.
Re-gold. Huh.
Yeah. Re-gold.
Or what do they? What's the
when
process?
It's born like that.
It's not solid gold. It's putrid. No, it's not putrid.
Putrid gold. Oh man, what is
plated?
That? Putrid.
Plated gold. That's what it means.
It's putrid gold. So, oh man, I knew something was wrong.
So let me ask you this: if you guys, you're still in school and stuff like that, like you see these awesome things that are Tolkien related. A lot of them are really expensive. A lot of the collectibles, as we just saw, Gandalf, upwards of $100. Some of Weta's stuff is even more. Some of the jewelry is $50 to $100. Like, do you guys look at the expensive stuff and then go try to find it cheaper, or?
I'm not in school right now. I'm full-time working at a job and stuff. And I'm able to say that because I just spent a lot of money today on a Kylo Ren Lego set. Lego Star Wars Kylo Ren Starfighter Lego set.
So you spend the money when you really need it.
Yeah, exactly.
Man.
Chantel says she got a couple brooches off of eBay. That's still a good place to find stuff. But eBay is kind of like Amazon. You get what you pay for. If you're paying low price, you're probably getting a pewter brooch, not a silver one. Jeannie Bourgeois, or Jen Bourgeois, says people usually buy the cheaper stuff for cosplay purposes. Do you cosplay, Spirited Book?
Funny you should say that. Just today at EB
Any Naruto characters?
Any Naruto characters? No. I have
Dragon Ball Z?
No, Attack on Titan, silly.
Oh my lord.
But I did get at GameStop today, because it's GameStop up here instead of EB Games, whatever. They had a clearance sale on Mass Effect Omnitool cosplay gear, so I got that for $10. So I'm like, that's a win.
What?
Yeah, I know, right? It's pretty sick, actually. I'd go get it, but it's packed away already because it's massive or whatever.
Yeah.
But
I love that you're coming from Canada to do your Christmas shopping for yourself.
Right? It's for myself. It's not even from my parents. It's for myself.
Aravandi says, I mean, I want the expensive stuff and plan to save for some of it, but I get gifted the cheaper stuff and appreciate it all the same.
Aw, that's adorable.
It's okay. Me too.
It's okay, me too.
Yeah, no. I mean, like, I look for the cheaper stuff, and you know, when I was younger, when there wasn't as much when there weren't like Lego Hobbit or Lego Lord of the Rings yet, I got Lego figures from other, like, mainly Star Wars and Harry Potter, and like I made my own Lego Fellowship.
That's awesome. Do you have any pictures
That's awesome.
of that?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Tell me you have a picture of that.
I think I might, but I'm gonna have to dig through like a bunch of pictures.
Find it. That would be amazing. Put that on Instagram. I want to see your custom
that's adorable.
Hobbit.
Childhood. It's awkward.
Custom Aragorn with like those old swords that they used to have for Lego Knights or something. Oh man,
that would be amazing. All right, continuing on with our Tolkien Gift Guide 2017. Elisar Josh is our collectibles editor, and of course he recommends a $700 thing because that's just how he rolls.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's pretty. It's just, you know, I'm gonna have to sell my left kidney for that.
Kidneys only go for $600. This is $700. So
Hey, Hannah.
So like
Hannah,
a kidney and then,
Hannah, I'll throw in my kidney if I can get half the statue.
yeah.
How do you share custody with something like that?
How do you share custody with a statue?
Now we're talking about the statue like it's a child.
Yeah, you're gonna go to court over this.
Weird.
Hey,
I'm taking.
Hey, let me. Some people have bought things with friends in the chat room. Please tell us. Have you ever bought something expensive with a friend, and how did that work out?
Oh gosh.
Oh man, the only thing I've bought with friends is like food.
That's easy to share.
No, it's not. That would be at least. I mean, like, I'll be not like if they're not like one of my best friends, then I'll be like, it's okay, yeah, you have like most of it. I'll have like a few bites. But if it's somebody that's close to me, I get kind of.
I love how you would assume, like, if it's close to you, you'd be like, no, it's mine. But if it's like someone you don't really like, you're friends with but not close with, you're like, oh, you can have some. But your close friends are like, no, it's mine.
You sound like Denethor, like, no, the role of Gondor is mine.
The role of Gondor belongs to me. No, I sound like Emperor Palpatine.
Yeah, Palpatine playing Denethor.
Let's Palpatine playing Denethor.
Do it.
I
had to.
Burn him.
Hey, Hannah, you saw this in person, didn't you, at San Diego Comic-Con this year?
Oh, the statue? Yes, I did.
How was it? How did it look?
Okay, so it was like the size of my giant Gatorade, but a bit taller.
Yeah.
That's what I would compare it to.
The size of your what?
It's huge.
My giant Gatorade.
Oh.
My sports drink. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, no, they had two. They had the Mouth of Sauron, and then they had Thranduil on his elk, looking all majestic as
nice.
Normal.
So why isn't that on the list?
Well, we're not done with the list yet. Hold on.
I could add mine if you want.
Hey, the next thing on our list is the Weta Mini Epics. Now,
oh my gosh, what is this?
These have been very controversial on the community.
What is?
Wait, they're controversial?
Wait, yeah, why are they controversial?
Okay, some people felt that it was too much of a departure from what we're familiar with.
Okay.
From Weta. It's
all right.
It's very cartoony characters. Let me ask you this, guys. Have you seen the Weta minifigures Spirited Book?
The Weta minifigures. I'm gonna look these up.
Yeah.
They're on the list.
But Hannah, What would you
Yes.
think of Amazon doing an animated series that looks like those Weta figures?
What?
Okay, I have two opinions on this. One, I'd like them to do kind of like a Castlevania thing, but not anime, but a cartoon,
Okay.
you know? With like Lord of the Rings or maybe even the Silmarillion. Wink wink, nudge nudge. I could direct it. You know, another thing is if they're gonna go with that design, then make it like a children's show, you know?
Make it a Western cartoon is what you're saying. Or a Western anime, sorry.
Yeah.
Like Avatar The Last
kind of.
Airbender.
I kind of
No,
I
but
kind of
that
like
would
the
be
idea
weird.
of this.
That'd be kind of weird. I don't know, like if it's a Western anime, because now I'm just imagining like Gimli, you know, looking all buff and stuff, and going, oh, Legolas-san, oh, you know, looking so
Never
kawaii.
Never toss a
I don't
dwarf.
know.
Well, didn't they do Gimli
Yeah.
in that first batch of Weta minis?
Yeah, they did. Like,
Yeah,
I'm just
he's like-
imagining that.
He looks so good. Yeah, it's big buff man, small head. I love it.
Could you imagine
Yeah,
that as a TV series though?
No.
Really?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Like as an animated TV series?
Yeah.
For children, yes.
Do you think the Lord of the Rings Amazon series should be for children?
No. Because if you think about it, I know TV is TV, but like Amazon is like you have to order an account and stuff. You have to like you go through this whole transaction of like
Oh, I see. The people that would be buying it to watch
Yeah.
it wouldn't be kids.
yeah. Like and then if it's like for children, you'd be like, oh, what's this? And like, oh, I don't want this. And it's like maybe good for my kids, but like usually I don't know. I don't think so. I think it should be Game of Thrones-esque is what I think.
Ooh, a lot of people don't want that. So that's an interesting. Hey, we got a comment. Chantel says Hannah looks like Amelia Clark.
Amelia Clark, who's that?
I don't know either. I recognize the name. Hang on.
Isn't she on Game of Thrones? Speaking of Game of Thrones,
Hold on,
I
let
don't
me
know.
look.
Yeah.
Let me look this up.
Mary
going to
says that it wouldn't bother her to make a cartoon with those Weta minis.
Oh yeah, she plays what's her name? Is it Arya Stark? Is it? No, I don't know.
No,
What's her name?
Arya's the little girl.
Yeah, Arya's the little girl. The blonde.
The older Stark.
Daenerys?
Yeah, I think so.
Not Daenerys. The older Stark.
With the dragons.
Right.
With the dragons.
Yeah.
That's not Amelia Clark.
Daenerys. Targaryen.
Khaleesi.
I don't know. I don't watch this
Khaleesi.
show. Leave
That's
me
it.
alone. You watch anime.
Anyway, we're continuing on with our list. Green Dragon has our next recommendation, the book of Baron and Luthien, which just came out this year. Did you guys pick that up?
No.
What? I'm sorry, my mom was talking to me.
Baron and Luthien. Did you pick up the book?
Oh, no. Not yet.
Okay, Christopher Tolkien made it a
Recall.
point. His entire career, Christopher Tolkien made a point to make sure that his final book, Christopher's final book, would be Baron and Luthien because it is so important to his family that his father and his mother both have Baron and Luthien on their gravestones.
Aww.
So, and this edition has new illustrations by Alan Lee. It is a must-have of any collection. Next on our list is The Hobbit: Battle of the Five Armies commemorative stamp and coin collection.
What the heck is this?
This is from the New Zealand Post. This is from New Zealand. It's only like $17, but it's all the postage
It's only
stamps.
$17. Don't worry.
$17.
17.
It's only
So, what do you mean?
It's only 17.
What's cheap
It's
to you?
alright.
Is that expensive to you?
Yeah.
Question.
Yes.
No,
For, like,
not to me.
Stamps, yeah, that's pretty expensive.
Actually, yeah, for stamps, yeah, it's pretty expensive.
What would you pay for that?
If you're $10.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. Is it the whole collection?
Yeah.
How big is the collection?
What it's got a bunch of characters. 1, 2, 3,
Okay.
4, 5, 6,
Yeah,
7,
Again, I'm
8.
sorry, my mom.
I don't know.
Let's see this image load. 1,
Hey,
2. Oh no, this isn't.
That's not
This
too
isn't-
bad. Hey, Hannah, what would you consider
Yeah.
an inexpensive
up?
gift? What price
An
point?
inexpensive. You mean like any gift, like Lord of the
Any Lord of the Rings.
That was weird. I'm sorry. I'm being stupid. Hold on. Let me think.
Like, is it anything under $10? Like, you just like.
Am I really good? I think it depends. Like anything under.
Let me rephrase it. How much would you spend for a gift for your mother?
For my mom?
Good question.
Oh my gosh. Now you're putting me on the spot. Jeez. Thanks. Hold on, let me think about that.
Okay, while she's thinking about that, because I wanted to bring this up because there was we complained very loudly that when the Hobbit movies were coming out, there were hardly any cheap toys. You know, Weta was producing some amazing Hobbit artwork. You could get all the dwarves, collectibles. There were so many expensive things that you could buy, but there was hardly any cheap stuff. And I don't mean cheap derogatory. I mean, there just wasn't. I couldn't go to Toys R Us and be like, what can I get for $10? There wasn't anything.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true, definitely.
And I think you know, as Amazon is buying Lord of the Rings, you know, think about those price points. I think there's a huge amount of people that would gladly buy some merch about The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings that was $10, $15 and under.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
or maybe even like 20 or 30, depending on what it is.
What, yeah. There wasn't much with The Hobbit at any of those low price points. All right, continuing on, we're almost there. The last thing on our Tolkien gift guide is the Lord of the Rings collection from the Shire Post Mint, starting at $10. This is perfect, as we were just talking about.
So what is this? Are these?
These are just collectible
These
coins.
are just coins.
Yeah.
They're coins. I thought they were buttons. I don't know why.
No, they look really cool. They're dated appropriately for Tolkien.
I think that's a good price. Yeah, I think I like that.
And this is a really cool thing that you could make a button out of it, or you could put it on your mantle, or your grandma can sew it on a jacket. Like these things are pretty cool. And they're a good stocking stuffer.
Just pull out. Oh, I got coin.
I got a button for you, honey.
No, not that.
You know, Dave Gentry says in the chat room, that's why Funkos are so popular. They're cheap.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. This one was $10.99. And it's different wherever you go. Like,
totally. Did you notice that? Like, it's $10 at Barnes and Noble, but it's $12 at Hot Topic.
Yeah. Oh, it's $15 at my Hot Topic nearby.
Well, Canadian dollars, you know.
Well, I mean, you still transfer. It's cheaper here.
Curse you when you're cheap.
Yeah.
No, you guys are the ones that are cheap.
Yeah.
Aravandi says she got the
no.
Baron and Luthien 2018 calendar. That sounds great.
Ooh. Fancy.
I would love a calendar of the artwork of Alan Lee.
I had a Hobbit calendar. I don't use a calendar.
I don't either.
So I never changed it, which is really.
I had like 4 calendars.
So I had like. Jeez, all right. And I need another calendar here and another one here.
Hey,
that way when
Lord of the Rings one and Hobbit ones, okay?
If you put one on every wall, you'll always know what day it is. Like every wall of your room.
Chantel says she has a Sansa Stark and it's worth up to $90 on eBay. A Sansa Stark what?
Sansa Stark, like as in Tony Stark?
I am Iron
What?
Claws.
That would be an amazing
Claus.
mashup. I want to see that YouTube video right now.
Santa Claus, Tony Stark.
Santa Claus,
Ho,
Tony
ho, ho.
No, Sansa. Sansa from Game of Thrones. They're like brother and sister, Tony and Sansa.
I
I don't watch.
That would be
Game of
amazing.
Thrones.
Oh, you guys.
It's on my list of like giant.
Am I the
seasons.
only one that is addicted to
Yeah,
television
exactly.
right now? Like, I watch Riverdale.
Probably.
I watch in here. Like, come on, no one.
Wait,
Don't say.
What?
You were gonna say Inhumans. You were gonna say Inhumans there.
No. I meant the other one. The Runaways. No,
Runaways. That one looks gifted.
Gifted is all right.
Okay, I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet.
I don't watch a lot of TV, but when I do, I watch Stranger Things.
Runaways looks really good, but
That's
yeah.
what I want out of. That's what I want out of the new Amazon series: a Runaways plus Riverdale type vibe.
All right then.
I want to see a young teenage Arwen and Aragorn falling for each other and
I would love that. That would be
playing
adorable.
hard to get.
Yeah,
and
that'd actually be cute.
he's the emotional. He's like the emo kid of Middle Earth. Like
No!
He's the emo kid of
Rivendell.
Rivendell, yes. all these pristine elves walking across these the bridges without
Yeah, and he just
rails.
sits in the corner
And
by
he's
the
just-
rainy
yeah,
window,
He's
smoking a
sitting there in
pipe
the
all
corner
the
with
time.
that long dark hair, just like
He has his emo bangs. Oh my gosh, don't talk to me. I know I don't have pointy ears, okay?
it'd be so good. Oh my gosh, that needs to be a thing. That needs to be a thing.
Oh, I don't want to see that. Please don't make that happen.
And Legolas just shows up that one day, like, dude, you want to go hunting one day? Aragorn's like,
No, like
sure,
I
fine.
feel like Legolas would be one of those people, like one of those rich kids, but like those nice rich kids. He's like, Daddy just bought me this, and then and
That's what I think Arwen
And then,
is.
Legolas
and
is
then
such
in the
a daddy's
Hobbit, like he's
That
kind
just
of
doesn't
emo
understand
there.
me.
He's kind of emo there, and then he like progresses from like emo to preppy to
Oh, let's go on an
athletic.
adventure.
I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, Hannah, how hyped are you for season 3 of Stranger Things?
Okay.
I just heard something slam, and I don't know what
my
it was.
hand.
That's a question from Nigel in the chat room.
It's a question from Nigel in the chat room.
Yeah.
Okay, Nigel, listen close.
Is it Nigel Marvin? Sorry, continue.
Yeah, that's right. I'm pretty excited. I kind of feel like I know where this is going. But I'm also excited to have the hype as well, if you kind of get what I'm saying. I have like a group of friends that one of my friends, he had thrown a Stranger Things party, and he said he's doing it for the 3rd season. So I'm excited for that as well. I'm kind of oh man, I don't want to spoil it because you're like right there, and then you're gonna be like, oh, well, I guess I won't watch it.
We can't really talk about it because
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just ruining your fun.
I have a lot to say, but I don't want to say anything because you gotta watch it. That's all I'm gonna say. You gotta watch it.
Yeah. You gotta watch it. Hey,
I'll add it to the growing.
Someone
list.
brought up Kylo Ren has kind of cornered the market on destructive emo characters.
Dude, he has though.
I love
Elise
Kylo
direct
Ren,
therapy
though.
is a wireless
I
TENS
love
device
Kylo
with high
Ren
intensity.
too, but like
Yeah, he's so emo and it's annoying.
So
he reminds
don't
me
you
of
think
when
we
I
could
was
do
like
it better?
12. What?
Don't you
Are you
think
saying?
Aragorn could do it better?
Oh, I
No!
thought you were gonna say. I thought you were gonna start. I thought you were gonna say, "Let's start a fund that says that like a GoFundMe page, just so we can buy Star Wars or something."
What?
I was like, I don't think we can do that.
What?
That'd be awesome though. Emo? No, I don't want to see. Like, I would love to see.
You don't want emo Ranger who's trying to run away from his
I would-
past, and he's
I would-
No,
not.
that
He's
would be
trying to.
horrible.
What? But that's what he
That would-
does.
no,
He's running,
that'd be pretty good.
he's-
That'd be pretty
Yeah,
good.
but he handles it in a way where he, where were to mature.
No, he
But-
doesn't. Look at in
He's an
Lord of the
adult.
in
Yeah,
Fellowship of the
it's-
Ring, nobody trusts him. Everybody
It's
in
true.
Middle Earth does not trust that Ranger Strider guy. They're
Okay,
like,
well,
why
what
should we
about-
trust him?
No, like, yeah, if you go back and watch, like, nobody trusts Aragorn. Like, even Theoden is just kind of like, oh, I see. You're supposed to be king? Ugh.
Yeah. And
Yeah, I
Denethor
think
doesn't like.
it's different.
Who do you think you are? You know, coming back right
Well,
now.
Denethor's
You
just
know
power
what?
hungry.
Or-
But, yeah.
I'm sorry, Kyle, if you're watching, our resident Boromir, but you know, Boromir sometimes can be a jerk.
Well, yeah,
So-
yeah. He's the
There,
first son.
I said it.
But don't you feel that there is a huge backstory because of all the negative opinions that people have of Strider? That, you know, he has not been a very nice person in his early
How
life.
How has he gained such a reputation? These are the questions that we need answered.
And that's why I think
I think-
emo
okay.
emo Aragorn would be amazing.
No, okay, this is what I think they should do. Instead of having emo Aragorn, because like, oh, I just cringe at the thought. I'm sorry. I just no. Have any of you watched Steven Universe out of curiosity?
Oh,
Yes.
not really, but I know what it's about.
It's
Do
great.
you know? It is. It's really good. You know Lapis Lazuli, right?
Mhm.
I
Like-
recognize the name. Yes.
Okay.
Lapis
Well,
Lazuli.
I think they should go in a direction of what they did for Lapis Lazuli because she's kind of the same way where like the other characters, you know, don't really trust her, but they do learn to trust her. And she had a really, really hard pass, so it kind of brought her to be kind of like a, I don't, you know, it like kind of like an Aragorn type of character. But I think if they were, I think if they were to portray the character of young Aragorn in that kind of a light, where it's like bitterness, not like emo, like oh, I'm hurting, you know, whiny emo, you know, like oh, nobody understands me. I drink the blood of the moon, you know,
What?
snowflake over here, and I think it would work well.
Drink the blood of the moon.
Interesting. I hadn't thought of that perspective, but there is something to that. You know, he's not angry at the world, but he's just kind of frustrated with the cards he's been dealt.
Yeah, or I mean, you know, kind of like that, you know.
I'm excited about the Amazon series because of the merchandise opportunities, as we just discussed. That there wasn't a lot during Hobbit. Is there anything that you guys want to see more of? Do you want to see official Lord of the Rings card games, board games,
Comics.
Really?
Comics. Yes. I went to how many comic stores on my trip here, and I have not seen anything Lord of the Rings-ish, and it hurts my soul.
There's never
Wait,
there's
have
never
you gone
been
to,
a
Okay, that was a stupid question. I was gonna ask, have you gone to Meltdown?
I did. That's where I got this.
What? Ah!
I was there yesterday.
Okay.
Oh, I can finally
Save
post.
my screaming for later.
I can finally post that me and Cliff saw the like bowed before the great Peter Jackson star on the strip. Hang on, I got this.
Oh my gosh.
So what else do you guys want out of merchant? Do you want more T-shirts and fashion? I think
Yes.
I think there's something I've seen this week. I've seen a lot of Star Wars related fashion stuff that you can buy in stores, like Star Wars jackets and and, like not just T-shirts, not just funny T-shirts with logos on it, but like actual like stuff that'd be cool to wear, you know, to family functions and going out and stuff like that. I think Lord of the Rings has so much opportunity for fashion, and not just like to look like cosplay, but like look classy.
But I also wanted to bring up, if you go to Hot Topic, they have a lot of dresses that are inspired by fandoms and all that. Like I have a Doctor Who dress that's like the David Tennant 10th Doctor, but it's like a coat and a suit, but it's like a dress, you know.
I do.
But I think that would be really, really cool if they did something like that with, like, you know.
Toriel?
Yeah, like, well, yeah, I mean, no, I mean, I'm just thinking, like, would they use Tariel in, you know, the Amazon deal? But if they did something like an Arwen inspired dress, you know, casual.
Galadriel.
Or, Galadriel.
Or Eowyn, yeah.
Yeah, Eowyn, maybe even. Or, you know, even, like, if they had, like, kind of like I'm trying to think of the cut, like a U-cut type dress, and if they had like a long sleeve, no, not long sleeve, like, you know, just kind of shoulders, and then they had like a skirt, and then like along the trim of it would be like either two designs. Like you could either get like a Gondor one, and then it would be like silver and navy blue, and then the other one would be like a Rohan one with, you know, like gold, beige or whatever.
Green.
Yeah, we've seen many dresses.
That was weird. I went off on a tangent.
We've seen maps of Middle Earth, right? Everyone's seen the dresses that are maps of Middle Earth. I think I think her universe might have had a limited run of those lines, but those have been available like on Amazon and stuff just through independent sellers. But I'm talking about more than just printed stuff, like more than just the print dress or a printed T-shirt, you know, like. I think there's something to be said about, you know, the fashion of Rohan, you know, and look at the jackets that they wore when they climbed Edoras, you know, or when they climbed down from not Edoras, the snowy mountain.
From
the Mystic Mountains, like Moria, was it? No,
yeah, above Moria, where they climbed the mountain.
The Pass of Kataharas or something like that.
Kahardras.
Katathras. It's Katathras.
Kataharas.
Yeah. See,
Hey.
Dave Gentry makes up a good point. He says, I have the Anduril official sword and would love to add Orcrist, but it's so expensive. It's an expensive hobby.
Yeah.
And I guess that's the point we're trying to make, is that right now, in the last 10 years, Lord of the Rings is only an expensive hobby. Like, there hasn't been anything that's affordable, you know, that's just available. Mm-hmm. Except those Funko Pops. And those sell out as fast as anything.
Yeah, also, like with the swords as well, I'd love to get Orcrist.
I agree with that.
Like, it's so expensive. It was funny, for years, ever since I was 12, actually, I had looked into getting a Sting, but it was so expensive. And then, you know, the ones on eBay didn't look very good, or they were expensive. But I mean, I went to like a swap meet kind of thing, and that's how I got my Sting for like $30 or $60.
There's a bunch on eBay. There's a bunch of stuff on eBay at various prices. You know, just homemade stuff.
They're sweet.
Like that. Hey, what do you guys think about?
You could look on Etsy too. Sorry, like, yeah.
Yeah, what I was just gonna say, what do you guys think about like perfumes and colognes? Like, what does what does Rohan smell like?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. It would smell like apples and cinnamon.
Rohan would smell like horses.
That's what I thought. Horses. Yeah.
Nobody wants to smell like horses.
And
Hannah.
Gondor would smell like stone, wet stone.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
No, it smelled like smoke, because, you know, Denethor jumping off the tower and like. Yeah. I went there.
Chanel number 5, Denethor number 5, smoke edition.
God.
Smells like wax, oil,
death, because a lot of people die there.
Yeah, death.
These
pine
smell
cones,
like
oddly.
pine cones. These are also very hobbity gifts. Like, you could set them on fire and throw them at your aunt. Just like the end of an unexpected journey, right?
I guess. I mean, unless you want to get arrested, yeah, sure, go. You know.
Well, I got a whole basket
I
of
know what
pine
we're
cones.
doing later, Justin.
I'm going. I'm gonna light
just
some
gonna
pine
throw
cones on
'em.
fire.
Oh my gosh, are you doing this right now?
No.
Yeah, dude, just drive up. We'll do it.
makes a good
Here,
holiday gift. Pine cones. Pine cones make a good holiday gift, and they're cheap. You can pick them up if you live near stuff, or you can go to a mall and buy these Bindle and Brass Trading Company. I don't know how much these were.
We should set them on fire.
We should not do that.
Hey guys,
Yeah,
there are scented candles based on Lord of the Rings.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, wait. Okay, with some characters, I think that would work, but no, I don't think anybody would want like a Gollum type candle because it would smell like
Push.
fish, untrimmed toenails.
Oh.
What? Mary Deeringer asks, are the swords that everyone's talking about the ones by Weta's Master Swordsmith? I've heard there are cheaper versions. Yes, the most expensive sword you can get is the Weta Master Swordsmith. He makes each order to order. He doesn't even start to make a sword until you purchase it. And that is the most expensive, but it is the most real and the most authentic. Like
that's a legit sword though.
It's a real sword. You could stab people.
You could stab people with it.
So most people purchase swords from the Noble collection. That is the kind of middle end, I guess, of swords. They're display pieces. A lot of them have wall mounts available.
It's where the peasants buy their swords.
Yeah, look up Noble Collection, Noble.
You need a shady guy in a shady alley. Get it for like, I don't know, Life Hacks by Hannah. That's great.
Ellen makes a good point that Los Angeles is having a lot of fires right now, brush fires.
Yeah, that would not be a good idea.
Set these on fire now or ever. Good point.
We could just throw them into the ocean. It's fine.
No.
Hey,
no.
So where can people find Shire candles? I've seen them before.
That'd be nice.
They're like on Etsy. Yeah. Wait, hold on. I've seen these before. I want to get them like so badly. Yeah, like you look up like Tolkien candles, and then like there's, oh my gosh, go. And then, you look up Tolkien candles, and then, like, a bunch of stuff comes up. Like, I'm literally reading this word for word. Lothlorien, Scented Soy Wax, Misty Mountains, Rivendell, Hobbiton, Gandalf's Fireworks. There's a lot of Rivendell. Second Breakfast.
Second Breakfast has a smell?
I guess so.
Eggs and bacon.
Eggs and bacon.
Shield Maiden of Rohan. Gandalf the White.
Because everyone loves to smell like Eowyn.
I do.
All right.
Error to the throne. Plant your trees. Yeah, there's just a lot. Like, you can smell like Smaug, the last great fire drake. Literally, there's one right there. Dragon's breath.
Have you ever do you guys have like a coin jar? Do you guys like put your extra change in like a...
I have a coin box.
Okay, have you ever like just opened that coin purse or coin box and just sniffed it? It's disgusting. Yeah. That's what Smaug would smell like.
Yeah, that's what Smaug would smell like.
Oddly comforting. Anyway.
Just a little off-putting.
Hey, I just went to Etsy.com. I'm going to bring it up on screen, and all I did was search for Shire Candle, and you're right. There's a ton of Shire candles in the gross moss green. It must smell nice.
God, that sounds terrible.
There's a ton of candles. This is amazing. But can you imagine, now that the Tolkien estate is working again with Warner Brothers and Amazon, like they would have approval on this. The Tolkien estate can literally approve the scent of each land of Middle-earth. I would buy the heck out of that.
I would buy all of them and just light them all at once and just be, I am Middle-earth now. I'm Anglican.
I am the smell of Middle-earth. All of Middle-earth.
I am Middle Earth now. There's nothing you can do about it.
I am the Earth of Middle.
Nothing says I love you like the
Earth
scent of the Witch King of Angmar.
Oh, you smell like...
Thanks, Dave Gentry.
I don't know why. I feel like it would smell like Doritos and like Old Spice.
What?
Yeah, Old Spice.
That's
When I think
why.
of the
That's the
Nazgul,
first
I
thing
think
that came to
Old Spice.
Look at me. Look at your man. Now look at me again. I'm on a Nazgul. I'm on a Peloton.
Hey, I want to bring up these Star Wars jackets that I just saw this week. Again, look at these officially licensed Star Wars snow jackets and snow vests for men and women. Those are fashion. Those look cool and they look modern. And I think we could do something with the fashion of Lord of the Rings.
Fashion.
But what else? Like I think we could get some more board games. We already have Lord of the Rings Risk, Lord of the Rings Monopoly, Lord of the Rings Stratego, Lord of the Rings Life, Lord of the Rings Cards Against Humanity. Wait, I don't know if that last one exists. But there's a bunch of other things. Like, do we want more Lego sets based on Lord of the Rings?
Yes.
More figures. Yes, indeed. You know what I would buy?
What would you buy, Hannah?
It was, like the Funko plushes. I have a Bilbo one. I want more.
Oh yeah, that's.
I want more of these.
Buy a set of plushies of like the Fellowship.
Yeah, exactly. I would want that a lot. That would be cool.
You know what?
And then yep.
I was just gonna say, like, even more simpler than that. I would love officially licensed holiday cards and birthday cards using Tolkien's artwork.
Yeah.
Ooh, that would be nice.
And using his poetry.
Really?
There are books and books and books of Tolkien's original poetry that have nothing to do with Tolkien, Middle Earth. But, I would love Amazon putting out an entire line of paper products related to Middle Earth. Even give me, like, blank pieces of paper that maybe have the texture of Lothlorien or something like that, like with silver inlaid strands in the paper, so it like the paper itself kind of glitters. Like, I would buy a ream of that.
I can make that.
There's so much you can do. Like, there's so much Amazon can do, and let's not forget, Amazon just bought Whole Foods Markets. So we could actually get
Lord of the Rings cereal,
officially licensed Samwise potatoes.
I have an idea.
Potatoes.
Oh. What if they had like a Nutella type of product that it was like the mud of like the orcs and Uruk-hai or something, and then like inside. No. Listen.
I don't want to eat Uruks.
No. Inside, there's like a little toy of a Uruk-hai. So
that makes
like
so
a
much
Kinder
better.
egg.
Yeah.
Uruk-hai Kinder
That would
eggs.
be so good. I would buy all of it. No joke. If they had like a little Uruk-hai in there, you're eating your Nutella, your hazelnut spread or whatever, and you're like, oh my gosh, look, a little Uruk-hai. I made him.
Look,
that would be pretty good.
I would buy all.
I'm shaking my
Middle
head
Earth
right now
food.
at that.
If they went all in on Middle Earth food, like breads and wines and brews and
Licensed llama spread.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. The llama spread.
Yeah,
hands down.
Potatoes, rabbit stew. Like, there's so much they can do.
Boil them, mash them, and stick them in a stew.
What if they got like Campbell's into it, but then it was like canned, rabbit.
We lost her audio.
No.
Oh, I just whispered.
Oh, well,
it
it didn't come through then.
I just whispered.
Well, let me ask you. I don't know if you guys have been to the store or if you've seen online lately, but Star Wars, this year right now, has made a deal
Mhm.
with Dole. So there's officially licensed Star Wars bananas.
Oh my gosh.
Hold on.
If you look up Star Wars bananas, or if you go to your grocery store like this week, you will see Star Wars bananas.
Are they
Oh my
shaped
gosh.
like lightsabers?
No, they're
No,
just
they're
bananas.
they're just bananas with that sticker on them. What is this?
Ah, that's a ripoff.
So let me ask you this: is this too much for Tolkien? Would you not
Oh, yeah.
buy
Yeah.
a Rohan banana?
Well, I mean, I probably would if it was all I could get. Like, you know, because like if I wanted a banana and it's like, hey, I'm gonna need a banana. It just so happens, hey, oh, it says Tolkien on it. I'd be like, all right then, I'll have a banana.
So
I think. Oh no, go ahead.
is there a limit to what we want out of Tolkien merch with Amazon?
Yes, I want to say there is a
yeah.
limit, but the limit is how much money they have, I think, because Disney can afford to do this because, oh, well, they're Disney and they just bought Star Wars and they made how much money off the last 2 movies they made?
Dude, Jeff Bezos is the richest man in the world. He's worth $100 billion himself. So money is no object. He can do whatever he wants, you know. So that's what I'm saying. Like, because he owns Whole Foods and he owns Amazon, like this new Lord of the Rings, we could get anything that we wanted.
Do we want that though?
I think there's a fine line. I mean,
Agreed.
I'm all for having like certain food products, as in the llama spread, and maybe even I forgot what I was gonna say, but that's the farthest that I would go with that. But if it gets to like, yeah, Chiquita Banana is having Grandma Wormtongue's face on a banana, so now whenever you eat a banana, you can look straight into his greasy face.
But what about things? What about foods that are mentioned in Lord of the Rings, like crispy bacon?
Yeah. I still think that's kind of a stretch, unless it's something like, with Harry Potter, if it's like butterbeer, then yeah, it's butterbeer. The series has created that. But with Lord of the Rings, if it's like like end draft,
doesn't Merry and Pippin talking about crispy bacon?
Well, yeah, but I mean, bacon's a general thing,
So should they
Tolkien,
not make a Merry and Pippin crispy bacon?
If there's a new movie coming out, maybe.
Yeah, they're making the new
maybe,
TV show.
Okay, yeah, maybe for marketing. But
yeah, for marketing purposes, maybe. But I don't think we would need it. Like, it's not something that'd be like, oh my gosh, this is something I want. It's like, oh well, this is something I'll have.
Merry Christmas, honey. I know you're a ringer, so I got you Merry Christmas, Merry Pippin's crispy bacon.
Well, what about Mordor black coffee?
Oh, that'd be good.
Oh, see, there you go.
That'd be good for marketing. Again, that'd be good for marketing purposes. I don't drink coffee,
but I would buy that.
I would tell my mom to buy it and then drink it.
I think, again, I think for certain things, marketing, that would be good. But in general,
where is that line? Like crispy bacon, Mordor coffee, like they could sell Black Rider saddles for horses.
Well, I mean, yeah, that could work. Well, I'm just saying, because we're talking about bananas, and then we're talking about Black Rider saddles, which those have a rhyme and a purpose for. But if you're putting I'm gonna slap Théoden's face on a banana and call it a day, or like on a zucchini. Yeah, I mean, it just gets to be too much, But I mean, I think they would do it anyway because it's like money.
And we would buy it. Let's just admit it. We would buy it.
You would buy it for the purpose of saying,
I would. And the reason I say this, you don't remember, Hannah, because you were just a babe, but the Burger King had Lord of the Rings goblets that lit up underneath. Do you remember those? Any of you? Cliff would. Anyway, Burger King, you had to eat there like 12 times to get these glass goblets.
Oh, that's odd. That's really clever.
Yeah, and like that was a Burger King promotion.
It is.
See, that's smart. Like that's like that'd be good. But like,
Lord of the Rings Happy Meals.
yeah, like I'd be cool for that. Although I don't eat at McDonald's anymore, but yeah, that'd be.
You guys don't want Theoden's banana, but you would go to Happy Meal?
No, I'm just saying. I'm just thinking out loud. I'm not saying I would buy it. Actually, I totally would, but because, you know, it's Lord of the Rings.
I like Mordor coffee. The more I'm thinking about this, and the chat room is exploding with reaction. Mordor black coffee sounds really good.
Yeah, that would work.
I can't access chat. Oh.
Yeah.
It's okay. I can't either.
Wait, why not?
I don't know.
Is it like this spinny circle thing?
Yes.
Oh, so it's not just me. Justin, what is that?
Yeah.
What?
No, it's just not you, my friend.
That's why I haven't been here.
What are you seeing?
Chat room just spins. It's like loading. It's constantly loading almost.
Yeah, look, the chat room has been... I'll tell you what happened. IBM, the computer company, bought Ustream earlier this year.
Oh, really?
So
that's why
things have been weird. Now that we have a new lease on life with this new Amazon series, you know, we're kind of at the One Ring. We're kind of looking at, you know, how do we spruce things up? How do we fix that page? You know, now that, like, I don't know if Ustream is going to be the right platform for this, because our Facebook chat has been just so overwhelming. You know, the last few months. So there's so many things. But again, I'm trying to get to that. Where is the line that?
All right. So back to the topic at hand.
Yeah. So where is that line? You know, you're saying that you don't want to slap things on bananas and crispy bacon, but you wouldn't mind seeing Christmas cards and plushies and saddles for horses, and you know. What about Star Wars has a deal with Honda? Like Star Wars is making cars now. Would you like to see a Middle Earth car?
Wait, they're making cars?
Yeah.
Well, no, they're not making cars. They're making Star
You could drive a TIE fighter now. Vroom! There you go, down the streets of Pomona.
I'm pretty sure Honda's just like they're like advertising their cars and stuff with the Star Wars
Star Wars has a deal with Nissan, and they're making the Last Jedi themed vehicles.
Oh my gosh! Okay.
Are they okay?
So if you look up Nissan Star Wars, there's a whole. They come in black and white, you know, for good and versus evil or whatever like that.
Oh my gosh, they do.
Yeah, they come with custom paint jobs and decals. On their hoods of the Rebel Alliance and stuff like that. Is this something that is just too far-fetched for Middle Earth?
Yeah.
Oh, for Middle Earth, yes, because like Star Wars is sci-fi, so you're kind of able to work with technology. Meanwhile, Middle Earth is fantasy, and you're not really able to work with technology. So like, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I don't think you can.
Would you guys buy an officially licensed Lord of the Rings Christmas tree that comes flocked and full of Lord of the Rings ornaments?
Yes.
Yes.
That's
a hard yes for me.
And that's something you could use more than once. Like you could use that for a bunch of years.
That's so consumer culture. That has there's no Christmas in Middle Earth. Like where is this line that you're coming up with?
Hey, you're the one asking the questions. I'm just here drinking my Gatorade.
That's the size of a Black Rider statue. So yeah,
again, it was Malthus Sauron.
These are some of the questions and debates that are happening right now on the OneRing.net message board and chat rooms. Is like, you know, a lot of people are excited, a lot of people are cautiously optimistic, and some book loyalists are like, you know, stop the rape and pillaging of Tolkien once and for all. But I think that if they make it, we will come. And there's so much they can do for the show, but there's so much they can do as far as merchandise that I really I really want to see some of this stuff. I would love to see Lothlorien branded paper, like just like cards, birthday cards, like just a whole selection. Like, you know how you go to Target or the Hallmark store and they have like the whole series of cards and paper products that are themed for this or that. Give us that for Lothlorien with like silver specks in it that make it shimmer. I mean, there's just cool stuff that they could do. And I would buy Samwise potatoes.
Yeah, I would too. I think also, I just wanted to say, with the book Loyalists, I think I get where they're coming from, but for me at least, it would only be anarchy, rape, pillage, shenanigans. I don't know.
Shenanigans.
If they started to do, stuff like, "Hi, I'm Betty White. Welcome to the Lord of the Rings crock pot." That'd be weird. Because it just doesn't go. It doesn't go. "Hi, welcome. We have bottle caps that have the great Eye of Sauron on them."
I would actually buy a Samwise crock pot with a custom paint job.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
We can hear you.
Hello?
I think she froze. We can hear her. She just screamed.
It's reconnecting.
But yeah, people in the chat room are texting me right now saying, "What about a Shadowfax or a Black Rider car?"
It's reconnecting.
Oh, I think we lost her. I'm gonna try calling her again. But what do you think about, like, what if they had a white Shadowfax vehicle, like the Nissan Shadowfax?
I think that'd be okay to an extent, but I don't think you could just like, because what Star Wars is doing is they have logos and stuff on.
Look, all the lands of Middle Earth have flags and logos.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, Rohan.
Look what's behind me. Gollum even has his own logo.
White tree of Gondor right on the hood of the car.
Oh my God, a tree of Gondor.
Okay, that would be pretty cool.
God.
That would be cool. I'm not gonna lie there. That would be pretty awesome.
I just don't want like horse, like, because you said Shadowfax and someone else, Black Rider horse on, like, I wouldn't like maybe white and black colored.
Well, just like they're
vehicles,
doing with Nissan, they have white and black versions of a Rebel Alliance. Dave Gentry in the chat room just says, "I used to drive a black Monte Carlo and would crank the Nazgul theme flying down the road, and with a license plate that says Black Rider."
Oh, that's clever.
Oh man, I was gonna make a comment, but then I realized, oh yeah, that would give away what my license plate looks like, and then that wouldn't be good.
That would not be
I
good.
tell you, I would love a series of cars officially licensed that is like Shadowfax, like the Nissan Shadowfax and the Nissan Nazgul. I would buy it.
Yeah, I would too. Santa Claus straight from the ghetto. Wouldn't lie.
Yeah. Show me the Carfax becomes show me the Shadowfax.
And then because I would be in that.
Well, look, this has been a
enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
We should really think of all the things that could be done. Like I'm saying that we want the stuff. Go for licensing. Make Lord of the Rings cool again. You know, like
it was already cool.
It already is cool, but like I want to surround my life with everything Tolkien. And you know, if you drove to work or school in a Shadowfax,
oh gosh,
car.
If you did it at school, first of all, you get picked on. But you know,
but
no way.
With like stickers on the window of Gandalf's, like there's just so much you could do. The Tree of Gondor.
Have a picture of Gandalf as your.
I just wanted to say, my prediction right now.
Oh boy, here we go.
My prediction. As of this moment, at what time is it? I don't know.
9:33.
On 6:33 p.m. on a slightly upset stomach. I think it's going to become really, really big with our generation, because I've already had friends come up to me and go, "Oh wow, Lord of the Rings is cool. Tell me what race I would be, Hannah. I want to know." I really think it's going to become something like Harry Potter and Star Wars, where people either really get into it because they're into it, or they get into it because it's the popular thing. Like, almost everybody that I know likes Star Wars or says that they like Star Wars,
Yeah.
So I think Lord of the Rings is going to it's going to be in that category. And then, just one more thing. I will be the one to laugh, and I'll go, "Ha ha 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 ha! You all said I was nerds." Well.
Yeah, Revenge of the Nerds.
Revenge of the Nerds. Where's my beard to stroke?
The one thing
Yes.
that they should never make is an Alexa Palantir.
Oh my gosh.
No, they should. That would be fun.
Whoa!
That would be.
Trust me, that would be fun. I can be the voice. I'll be the voice.
That would be good.
Alexa,
be
what's
good.
up in Mordor?
Well, it is 55 degrees south of Mordor.
That would be scary. I don't need
300 something degrees right at the heart of Mordor.
Yeah.
No, it's even scarier because it's my voice. That's the scary. Yeah, that's the scary thing about it. It's like, oh, okay. I didn't quite catch that. Can you say that again?
Gosh.
All right, we are up
Interrupts
at the
music.
end of the show. Again,
What?
go to theonering.net and you can find the holiday gift guide with all of our editors' choices of pop vinyls and books and T-shirts and collectibles.
Oh my!
It's just so much you can get, and I tell you, I'm looking forward to the merchandising as much as the new show. Merchandising.
Looking forward to both because I could help.
Yes, we could all be
funny
a
how-
part of this.
Just real quick, it's funny how, you look at Star Wars now and, people are like, oh, they created the new movies just to make more toys. But, here we're kind of like, they're making a new thing. Let's make more toys then.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind.
It's okay. I don't either. That would be fun. It'd be fun with me. Imagine walking through Walmart or Target and then Star Wars. And then you see the Lord of the Rings section.
The Lord of the Rings.
Imagine it. Imagine if you ask Google, hey Google, directions to Mordor, and you actually hear the Sean Bean dialogue.
One doesn't simply walk into Mordor.
An Alexa or Google Mini Palantir is really scary but really fun, and
yeah, again, it could be my voice. On Amazon, if you're watching, it could be my voice. Think about it. You're listening to Pandora. You're listening to David Arkenstone, as would any fan. You're making tamales because that's what I do. And then the music stops and it keeps on glitching. Sorry, I didn't quite hear that. I didn't say anything. We know where you are, Dave.
Jeez, alright.
Well, look,
I don't know. That'd be fun.
This has been a
That'd be
wonderful conversation. Thank you guys so much, Hannah and Spirited Book, for calling in and
Book.
talking about all of our things. And you guys are within 30 minutes of each other right now. This is,
I know. It's so crazy. I just want to get in the car and drive.
you don't even drive.
I don't know how to drive. Yeah, I know. I don't know how to drive.
You're
Hello?
here.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
Oh.
I have my headset on.
Well,
For a second.
I hope that an online conversation started with the One Ring results in an in-person meeting, as many have before.
Yes,
Hey.
we have to.
It's gonna be so much fun. All right.
Wait, when are you leaving back?
I will talk. We'll talk about that after the show. Hang on. Yeah.
Perfect. All right.
Okay.
So where can
Cool.
people find you guys on social media? Hannah on Twitter and Instagram.
Oh no. On Twitter, you can find me as Cimmerillion28, And on Instagram, you can find me as Baggins is here, all lowercase, because I'm a special snowflake.
And Spirited?
You can find me on Instagram, SpiritBook65, no caps. So yeah, yeah.
Perfect.
It's a long name. It's a long name.
All right, and you can follow theonering.net on all the socials at theonering.net, except Snapchat, because we ain't got time for that. We'll see you next week at the same time here for Turn Tuesday, 5 p.m. Pacific, every week. Thanks for joining us. See ya.
Farewell. Very fond farewell.
Aw.